News when you want it with Bloomberg News Now. I'm Amy Morris. And there's your closing bell for this Monday on Wall Street, where stocks stood near their session highs as oil prices paired some earlier gains. President Trump told reporters at the White House that Iran wants to make a deal, praising the job done by Vice President Vance at the Iran talks over the weekend. He also indicated that Iran wants to reach out.
Well, he's done a good job, and Steve and Jared, they've all done a very good job. And I can tell you that we've been called by the other side. They'd like to make a deal very badly.
And that helped move stocks to those session highs. We check markets for you all day long here at Bloomberg. The S&P 500 gained 69 points. NASDAQ gained 281 points. The Dow is up 301 points. The 10-year Treasury yield at 4.28%. The 2-year yield at 3.77%. And we're checking oil now. WTI crude is up 1.6%, right at $98 a barrel. Brent crude is also at $98 a barrel, around 3.3%. Bitcoin at 2.85% higher. That's right around $73,000. Now, the U.S. military has imposed a full blockage of Iran's southern coastline, including traffic through the Strait of Hormuz. The blockade aims to cut off Iran's oil flows, severing a vital financial lifeline for Iran, but it could also put additional stress on global energy supplies. President Trump facing more criticism from Christians across the political spectrum for his social media posts attacking Pope Leo and depicting himself as a Christ-like figure. But President Trump says that's not how he saw it.
It's supposed to be me as a doctor making people better, and I do make people better. I make people a lot better.
Trump also told reporters he doesn't think he should apologize to the Pope.
No, I don't, because Pope Leo said things that are wrong. He was very much against what I'm doing with regard to Iran, and you cannot have a nuclear Iran. Pope Leo would not be happy with the end result. I think he's very weak on crime.
Pope Leo says he does not fear President Trump and that his message of peace and reconciliation is rooted in the gospel. Oil prices don't yet reflect the severity of the unprecedented supply crisis caused by the Iran war, but International Energy Agency Director Faith Birol says they soon will.
April may well be even worse than March, because during the month of March, we have already received cargoes which were loaded well before the crisis started to the markets, and during the month of April, nothing has been loaded.
He spoke at an event hosted by the Atlantic Council, where he said more than 80 energy facilities have been damaged during the hostilities, and a recovery could take as long as 2 years. Hungary's Prime Minister-elect Peter Magyar accused the outgoing foreign minister of destroying documents related to European Union sanctions.
Just like in the old communist age, shredders are working full-time, not only in ministries but also the other background institutions, but that's not going to help.
Magyar says Hungary won't stand in the way of a €90 billion loan to Kyiv. Dell and HP shares hitting session highs after a report from the website Semi-Accurate said NVIDIA has been in negotiations for more than a year to buy a large company, and it will reshape the PC landscape. Semi-Accurate has been following the story since late 2024 and says the time's approaching to make a deal or walk. Dell shares gained 5% in regular trading. HP shares about 1% lower. Lululemon shares fell after the Texas Attorney General said his office is investigating the company for the presence of forever chemicals in the yoga wear brand's apparel. The probe will examine whether Lululemon's athletic apparel contains PFAS, or forever chemicals that their health-conscious customers wouldn't expect based on the brand's marketing. The Texas Attorney General investigation is part of the Make America Healthy Again agenda. Lululemon shares lost about 0.5% in the regular trading. The House Ethics Committee has launched an investigation into allegations against Representative Eric Swalwell. Swalwell has already suspended his campaign for governor of California after multiple women accused him of sexual misconduct, which he denies. Now the House Ethics Committee has started its probe. Multiple House lawmakers have called for Swalwell to either quit Congress or face expulsion. That's news when you want it with Bloomberg News Now. I'm Amy Morris, and this is Bloomberg.